Agenda on Facebook Live, coming to you from Meadow Mill in Hamden. Tell us about your weekend plans in the comments field below. Like, share, and follow at #JMoreWeekend. I'm Amanda, this is Simone, and we're joined today by our very special guest, Jessi Silverman, from Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Welcome, Jessi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. What are you doing? I know you're in a production of the Vagina Monologues.
Yes, so the production is being produced by the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, School of Public Health, and School of Nursing. I'm a master's student in the School of Public Health. And if you're not familiar with the Vagina Monologues, it's a series of monologues and scenes that were written by, or inspired by conversations that the playwright had with women about their sexual experiences, their experiences with their bodies, just trying to get them to talk about things that have been traditionally taboo.
And this whole show is now more relevant even than ever.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
That's possible.
I agree. I think this is actually my 5th time performing in Vagina Monologues.
Do you do a different monologue every time?
No, actually. So I was in it all 4 years of college, and I performed in, I guess, 3 different monologues during that time. So I did, and now I'm doing another repeat, but it happens to be that it's one that I really connected with when I was in it the first time, so I'm happy to do it again.
And what is your monologue about?
It's called The Flood, and I play an older lady, actually, who could very well be Jewish. At least that's the way I think of her. And so she had a very negative experience with a man making her feel bad about her body when she was younger, and it sort of set her up to not really have any other positive sexual experiences in her life. So it's funny and also sad, and it's kind of an emotional roller coaster. But
the whole show is really powerful. Eve Ensler's just genius forever coming up with it. And it's what, the 20th anniversary of?
So it's the 20th anniversary, not of the play itself, but because that's
of
22 years old, right? But of V-Day, which came from the play.
Yeah, so
I learned that when I was researching it. Yeah.
I maybe not the most expert on V-Day, but as I understand it, it's a way to just to get people interested and excited and passionate about the issues that the show is trying to raise awareness about. So, for example, at Hopkins, there have been a bunch of V-Week events to raise awareness about the different issues and to get people excited about the show and the cause that we're supporting.
This is really great. We suggest that everyone goes and sees it. It's tonight and tomorrow at Johns Hopkins Hospital's Chevy Chase Auditorium, right?
Yes, 8 p.m. It's really easy to find from the main entrance of the hospital on Wolf Street, and you're going to post the link to all the information.
I will give everyone the information when we're done here. All right, so stick around with us. We're going to run through some of the other top events of the weekend. Simone, what's going on?
Okay, let's see. All weekend long is the American Craft Show at the Baltimore Convention Center. It's the country's largest indoor jewelry crafts show, which features the work of more than 650 artists. And shoppers can find one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, clothing, furniture, art objects, and lots more. It's a really popular
it's a fun
event.
I like to go just to browse, window shop. I don't actually purchase anything there most of the time, but it's fun to just see what's out there. It's good to you get a good idea of trends, like if everyone's doing laser cut or if everyone's doing 3D printing, So it's kind of cool like that.
So that's all day Friday today, Saturday and Sunday. And tonight, speaking of women-driven events, it's the 11th Annual International Women and Minorities in Media Festival. And that's in Towson tonight and tomorrow.
Yep.
The event includes 50 short films from 25 countries, including comedies, documentaries, music videos, and narratives. Today, there are screenings at 2, 4, and 10 p.m. Tomorrow, screenings run from noon to 9:30.
Yeah, that's another good event.
Yeah. Also, Laura Lipman is having a book launch at the Ivy Bookshop.
Nice.
This is for
everyone.
Who doesn't
Everyone
know.
knows who Laura Lipman is.
Yeah, but if you don't, she's a mystery writer and a Baltimore resident, and she's launching her latest novel called Sunburn, a psychological suspense tale about a pair of lovers with good intentions and bad luck.
Thumbs up
really
if you're a
wanna read
Lipman
that.
fan.
Yeah.
Tell us your favorites in the comments. Have you ever read any Laura Lipman?
No?
She's written the Tess Monahan mystery series, and it's fun to read if you're here because they're all set here, and I think there are some that are set somewhere around Hopkins, possibly.
I'm sure.
So that's fun. That's a good event.
Yeah. So
what
that
else?
starts at 7, and let's see. Also, this sounds fun. Boots and Heels at MICA's B-Box Theater. So some of the fiercest ladies around should be on hand for MICA's 3rd annual drag show. The fundraiser features several Baltimore area queens and kings, including Miss Sue Nami.
Love it.
Chris J. You like her?
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
And Monet Dupress. Additionally, some MICA staff and students will perform in drag. That sounds really funny, although I have to admit that when I saw Boots and Heels, I thought it was more specifically related to shoes.
That's just where your mind goes instantly. You have a shoe fetish. We all know it.
Ooh, and you know what's funny about it? I didn't used to be this way.
Oh, really? It's developed later.
Yeah, I used to be like, what's the point of having all these shoes if you have nothing to go with them? So I would just get like frustrated about the whole thing, and but now it's like the last 5 years or so.
Do you have a shoe
like
fetish?
Carrie Bradshaw?
Yes, exactly.
without the money. But I do find great things at consignment stores, like we were talking about yesterday. Anyway, I guess I should move on.
Well, no, I want to get back to topic. Did you either of you ever imagine what your drag name would be if you had one? Because mine's easy. Mine's a no-brainer.
What's yours?
Mine would be Amanda Kiss and Hug.
That's cute.
See? Glenn sort of approves, I guess.
I like it.
Okay, good. Glenn, what's your drag name?
I've never thought about it.
I wish I had thought about it. I never
You guys
thought
didn't?
about it
Nobody?
either.
No, you guys don't have
Maybe it could be Simone's shoe fetish.
It could sort of be. Yes, sure. All right. So, if you're watching Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live, tell us what you're doing this weekend in the comments field below. Like, share, and follow at #JayMooreWeekend. Jessi Silverman of Hopkins Vagina Monologues is here with us today. Feel free to ask her a question about the show if you like. She's very sweet, and she knows her monologues. She's done them 4 times. All right. What's happening Sunday?
Okay, Baltimore Record Bazaar Winter Show is at the Wind-Up Space.
Awesome.
This will be more than 25 vendors on hand selling music in its many varieties, including vinyl, tapes, and CDs.
We all know vinyl sounds the best, though.
Yeah, there'll be a DJ, cocktails, food from Babies on Fire. What's that? That sounds
Food
cool.
truck.
And representatives from some of your favorite record stores, and that starts at 11 a.m.
Okay.
Also,
I'm very stoked about this event.
This one I'm about
the one
to
you're about
announce?
to tell us about, so tell us.
Oh, okay. Monkey Business at the Jewish Museum of Maryland. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Catch the Maryland premiere of the documentary about Curious George's creators, Hans and Margaret Ray. Following the screening, there'll be a Skype Q&A with the filmmaker, and that starts at 5.
Yeah, they have an incredible story, and I don't think a lot of people realize it. They had to escape the Nazis. I think they were in Germany trying to get to France, and they built 2 bicycles like out of spare parts they had on hand and biked themselves out of, I think, don't hold me to it, but I think it was Germany, into France, and they saved they had the manuscript. They grabbed their manuscript, they made 2 bikes, biked themselves out away from the Nazis, and that's why we have Curious George today.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's an incredible story. I want to see this movie.
Yeah, this sounds like a great
It's
event,
going to be
actually.
really good.
No, isn't the man with the yellow hat often on bicycle, or am I imagining that?
Yeah. It's kind of autobiographical, except I don't think they had a pet monkey. I don't think.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah,
idea.
it's fascinating.
Okay. Well, also on Sunday is FAME, the 2018 Dance Symposium at Baltimore Polytechnic Institute. Come out for this showcase of high school dancers from across the city, and that's from 3 to 5 p.m.
Excellent. All right, so before we go, I just want to add that Charm City Tribe and Maryland Film Festival are presenting a Purim screening of Christopher Guest for your consideration, which is like his Purim movie.
That's one of my favorite.
Really? See, it's not my favorite Christopher Guest. Have you seen it, Glenn?
I find that a lot of people have not seen it.
It was a very
hilarious.
under the register. Do you know it?
Oh my god!
They're filming. It's like a bunch of actors backstage, and they're filming. Home for Purim or something?
So yeah, there's there's Oscar buzz about this movie that's called Home for Purim.
Something, yeah.
And it's the thing that I love about it is that it's so ridiculous because
it
makes Purim seem like it's
important.
like Yom Kippur. It's like It's really melodramatic. I don't know. I just find it hilarious.
Well, it's going to be at the Parkway, March 1 at 7. So, like, that's a great Purim event. I think it's awesome that they're doing that.
I want to go to that.
You should go to that.
Yeah.
That's one way to celebrate Purim. All right. Do you need to add anything about the show before we go?
Just love to see you in the audience.
All right. So thank you to Jessi Silverman for being here today.
Thanks so much for coming over.
Absolutely.
My pleasure.
Yeah. We love having you. Go see the Vagina Monologues tonight and tomorrow at Hopkins. I will post the link on this page. You've been watching JMOR's Weekend Agenda. Join us here Fridays at 12:30 for more weekend plans and follow us at #JMORWeekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.